Okay, so I'm cleaning my kitchen. Oh, so fun. I hate this part, but these are actually really good gloves. I got them on Amazon. I don't have any links or anything, but I've always used dollar store gloves, and well, they don't exactly work the best. So I would always kind of have to be real quick to get the barn, but those are awesome. This is icky. I'm gonna put this over here in the sink. Okay, and then I have this honey. I know that honey is supposed to last forever, but it's darkened in color. So I'm thinking is the fact that I've been hoarding just random crap. I even have a pantry full of food. That yes, a lot of it is expired, not all of it, but if it's within a certain amount of time, I don't care. But I don't know. I'm thinking throw away. I shouldn't have to think that long about it. Ooh, that went all the way down. Glad it didn't break. I threw it away. Yay. And then I found all these teas that are expired but still taste fine. I've already had them. I've already tried them to make sure and smell them, of course. And plus, I already looked it up. Tea doesn't necessarily go bad unless it smells rancid or has a off flavor. But yeah, we didn't like the mango pineapple because it actually has licorice and what was the other thing? And peppermint or spearmint or something. And I was wanting more of the fruity, not like spicy. So I don't know. That wasn't the best. And I have a whole picture of it that I'm gonna probably just throw out. I mean, I got some of these, and I got this that are the big gallon size. So I'm gonna probably throw out the other one and use up this one. And I use Splenda to sweeten it, or technically generic Splenda from Walmart. But oh my goodness, the trash can was over here. Okay, I got some cheese dip. I'm moving everything from this side to that side so I can clean this side first. That's just how I work. I found these two. This one expired in 25. I can't really tell the other date part. This one expired in May of 25. So this one's a year expired, but it's not been open. And I'm sure it's fine. Again, I'm trying to use up the expired things. So, oh, here, some of these tea thingies. Okay, here's some oil. Okay, now we got the fun part. I use this cleaner. It's great because I don't have I have to use gloves with some stuff because I have a bunch of allergies that'll burn my skin. Just a lot of cleaners, even just the smell. So this stuff is pretty good. It's not got like bleach or any of that. I cannot handle anything with bleach. That makes me sick. Oh my goodness. But here is this, and I know I'm gonna make my white shirt a mess, but even though it fits now, it's an at-home shirt. I don't wear white shirts that much, so it is kind of old. I don't know when Torrid came out with this. I'm pretty sure it's a Torrid or a Lane brand, but I haven't bought new clothes in like I think 5 years, and that was when I had lost my weight. And even at that point, I didn't want to spend the money to buy new clothes until I absolutely had to. So I had those I guess fake jeans that are like actually tights, but they look like jeans and kind of like, I don't know, felt like jeans. But so when I got them initially, I was at a little bit higher weight, so they fit me all the way down to the lower weight and just became loose pants instead of tights. But there were other things that I kind of had to replace because they were falling off. And I was in the middle of a 6-week-long road trip at the time, so I also didn't bring proper clothes for the weather at the time because, yeah, it was an impromptu. I was only going to be gone for like a few days. I didn't take enough of my meds, nothing. Didn't take proper or enough clothes. But I'll give myself credit for the fact that I only came home with a shoebox size of souvenirs. So everything else, like I did have to buy some new clothes, a little bit, not a whole lot. Just enough to get me by. But yeah, I only bought like one little box of souvenirs. I did the whole Twilight tour. That was like something I wanted to do ever since the first movie came out. And I told myself, well, if I don't have a baby by then, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Or by the time I'm 40, I'm going to do it. I didn't do it at 40, but I did it at 41. I just turned 41 like a few months before. And I surprisingly got to do it. I mostly slept in my van. And I got to stay in one of my cousins, but she didn't have an extra room or anything, so I just slept in my van. It was already pretty comfortable. I have a minivan, and I pushed the 2 seats in the back up because unfortunately they don't come out. But I was able to put like a foam mattress, and I had an ice chest, and like all my little things fit perfectly. So I was like really comfy back there. But yeah, it was really cool. I explored mostly Washington and Oregon, and I'm in Texas. So I drove up through Colorado is where I was actually initially just going to stay for a few days because it's like a 10-hour drive or something. So it's not too bad. But to Washington, it was like a 30-hour drive. So I was also super manic, so the drive there went kind of quicker than it should have been because I was only sleeping like maybe 4 hours a night for like 3 to 5 days or something. I got maybe a total of 8 or 9 hours. I don't even know. All I know is I did not get much sleep. And I did get a hotel like every other night or something because I didn't want to go without a shower or nothing like that because I was hiking. I was like out there. I didn't do stuff that cost money except for a couple of museums. Other than that, I did hiking, beaches, mountains, like all that really cool stuff. I even got to see the town that, what was it? Stand By Me. I accidentally came across the town Stand By Me while driving through Oregon. And I was like, this looks so familiar. What have I seen this in? And so I had to stop and I looked it up and it was from the movie Stand By Me. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. So I parked and I walked through the bridge or under the bridge or whatever. I took tons of pictures and of the buildings, and they had a couple like museum things and stuff like that. So it was really cool. So I got to do that, and obviously my Twilight tour up in Forks, I got to do that. That was really fun. And it was a solo trip. I think I already said that, I don't know. But yeah, it was like by myself, which is actually kind of better because of the fact that when you're with other people, even if you're the one paying for everything, they just complain, and then you can't do everything you want to do if anybody's limited And at the time, physically, I was not limited because, I mean, well, with my MS I was, but I went to areas that were nice and cold. I actually went during, this thing keeps pushing buttons. I hope the center, is it the center hot? Oh my goodness, what did I do? Okay, good. It's a pain to clean when it's like those little random little push button things. I don't know. There's that section.